Hello, guys. Hello, for hello, hello, loved ones. Hello, family. Kingdom Voice. This is the Kingdom Voice on your way again, and today we'll be talking about very important issue. Yeah, yep, yep. We'll be deliberating on a very important segment today. Very important. Because when you look at our surrounding these days, you will you will surprised. You look at some certain surrounding, you look at some organization, you look at some countries, you look at some community, you'll be wondering that is it not somebody that have been a leader here? Is it not somebody that is the head of this place that be leading here? That is it not somebody that is in charge of this place? Someone is in charge. Okay, now today we'll be talking about leadership. You know, if today is your first time, you are saying this is a Kingdom Voice AB. I want you to share this video. Kindly share to others. Let them know that we are here. Today I will be reminding us that every one of us as a human being, every one of us is we are leaders. Everyone is a leader. Yeah, yeah. Everybody is a leader. Then the question I know that you will be asking that if everybody is a leader, then who is going to be a follower? I know that will be your question, that who will follow. And then that question of who we follow is a is from a neg a, is from a wrong mindset. That question of who will follow, if everybody is a leader, who is going to be a follower, who is going to be a member, who is going to be a bench warmer, who is going to I know you are definitely going to be asking that. And if you are not seeing that on your mind, that if how can everybody be a leader? Every one of us, every one of us, everyone is born is a leader. That is how God ordains it. It's not me that makes it to be like that. It's a leader. Born a leader. Everyone is a leader. But many of us, because we are not informed, everyone is a leader. So because we are not informed, because we are not knowledgeable, we are not informed, because if somebody is not informed, it will be disformed. I will be taking us to that the parable of the talents. Every one of us is a leader, as I said, but it's not every one of us are not a true leader. I will come again. Let me come again. Every one of us, every one of us are leader, but is not to come and lead, is not to come and lead. Everyone is not just to come and be leading people. This one, when you say this one is a leader, he will be thinking of how to live, becoming, how to rule his fellow human being. And that is not the will of God, that you should take rulership of a human being. He said you should go and have dominion on animals, have dominion on on trees, have dominion. That is what he said. Let me quickly, I will be taking us what he said we should be having dominion of. You know, many of us, if I say every one of us is are leaders, many of us will not, will because of that mentality, because of that wrong mentality, we'll be saying, how can everybody cannot be a leader. One person must be a leader. Everybody is a leader, but is not to lead over, not to lead people in the area of his or her gifting. That is where we are talking, what we are talking about. In the area of your gifting, you are a leader. You know, um, I will be talking about leader because when you see what is going on in our society these days, you will definitely know that people have not been, uh, lack of character have really make some people to look like as if they are not supposed to even be they are not, God did not create them at the in the at initial stage, in the beginning, to lead, to even be a leader. But lack of character, lack of morals, lack of discipline, lack of knowledge have reduced our society to be a mockery, especially Africa. When you see Africa, we are, many people are laying curse on Africa leaders. What led to all of that? Many people are laying curse on Africa leaders that it can never be well with Africa leaders. It can never be well with Africa leaders. What happened? Because Africa leader, last time I saw that Africa leader are still carrying the European, America still gather money, millions, billions to support West Africans, to support Africa's continent, Africa leaders. You'll be asking yourself, are they not the same? Are they not the same human being that leading Europe that is still leading Africa? Why is Africa always at the mercy of the civilized nation? I'm coming, guys. I'm coming. I'm coming. Let me open. Sea porque usted también ha venido en busca de los tesoros ocultos de antiguos alumnos. So you'll be asking, and what happened? Why is it that why is it that African leaders, they are always at the mercy of European leaders? What happened? Are they not the same? God created, when you look at the beginning, that is not how God created it to be. God made everyone is born a leader. That is why we'll be taking us to how, when you look at the parable of the talents, that is why I said everyone is a leader, but in the area, at the area of your of Israel gifting is not to lead people, not to lead people. Everybody is a leader. Everybody is a leader, but in the area of gifting. You look at last time. Let me show you how much how much European gave the African leaders recently. America supported. America sup, they gave money out for aid. America America gave supported support Africa with huge amount, with huge amount. And this money, before you know it, US, before you know it, they will go, there would be still be, there will still be, before you know it, they will still be begging for more money. They will still be begging. Africa. They will still be begging. So what happened? What happened? You be supported with money. You be asking yourself and say, why is it that European leaders are support? What happened is lack of, that is lack. They are, when somebody is not informed, it will be disformed. The European, they have took their time. The European leader, they took their time to go for knowledge, to discipline themselves, to enable them not to not to not to mislead their people, not to put their people in an in abject in abject poverty, in abject poverty, right? But African leaders, they always, they don't value. Okay, let me say it again. I'm coming, guys. How much US American supported Africa with AIDS? With money. You'll be wondering, I say, why is it that, why is it that these are Africans are they has leaders, Europeans has leaders. So what are the difference? That the difference that make an African leader to always make their people to be running bankruptcy. That is a knowledge. That is knowledge difference. It's not, maybe it's because of the color of the Europeans. It's not that. That is knowledge different. Knowledge different. Okay. With money aid. That is knowledge different. Okay. Let's see. This is, they say, Sarar Africa. They supported them. He said US assistance for sub-Saharan Africa and overview. Okay. Africa and Africa citizen first person. Okay. You see, so everybody, US assistant to sub-Saharan Africa. Okay, overview average and with food supported with I'm coming, guys, because if everybody is a leader, everybody are leader, then why is it that our world today, Africa precisely, lacks leader? Why did Africa lack true leader? Why? Why do Africa lack true leader? They have leader, but it's like they don't have leader. Africans have leader, but it's like they don't have leadership. What happened? What led to that? What led to that? Highly share. What led to that? They have leader, but it's like Africa don't have leader. What led to that? Mm, mm, mm. What led to why is that Africa has leader? It's like they don't have leader. What? Why? Mm? What led to it? So let's get straight to the point. So as I've said that every one of us, every person on earth is a leader. Every person on earth is a leader, but not to lead people, not to rule over people, not to lead people, but not to lead be leading everybody. That is the problem we have in Africa. Africa, when somebody is emerged as a president, thinking that wearing this the mentality that I can do anything, I can anyone that speak, he dominate over him, he rule over his people, he rule over his people as if they are slave under him, unknowingly to him that God is not the will of God that you should rule over human being. In the area of your gifting, you might be expert over them. And with all humility, look at your fellow human being over there as because Jesus have brought us the kingdom. We should be wearing on our mind that when you are operating in any department, you're also operating with a king or princess and queen like you. We shouldn't be wearing our mind that we are going to dominate over human being. That is the problem with Africa person have on mind. In Europeans, when a European as a leader, you will see they will call his name. He don't have on his mind that he's going to is superior, is superior than his fellow human being. I've worked in a company whereby my boss is stay in the same department with me to work the same work I'm doing. What led to that? It is matured mind. It is information. It is knowledge. He has, she has a lot of knowledge. That is what we are talking about. Yeah, she has a lot of knowledge to know that this is a human being like me. If she can work the work, we are always if I'm expert in this work, so if she can work and can as well work the work that she can work. So there's nothing wrong if I work in the work. If I got my hand dirty, there's nothing wrong with it. It does not take anything from. But African mentality, as far as is emerged as a president or governor or minister, will be thinking that he is superior more than every other human being. So therefore, he will be dominating his fellow human being. Oh, ruling over his fellow human being, thinking that he's more superior than his fellow human being. And God did not create us to be like that. Lekade. God never created a human being to dominate his fellow kind. God never created human being to function that way. That is why you see a lot of things is getting out of hand. A lot of things is out of proportion. Many things is out of order. There's disorderliness. There's conflict. There's confusion. There's calamity, and there's tragedy on mankind. Why? Because the way God plan, he said the plan that I have for you is for good, not of evil. Oh my God. I just want to put more light on this leadership um, teaching, because many people, he said the plan, that is God, that is the Bible said the plan. The plan I have for you, he said, he said, it's of good, not of evil. That is why when he made this earth, he never make this earth for for one human being to dominate, to dominate his fellow human being. Look at what he said. He said, for I know the plan I have, the plans, not even one plant, not one plan, not two plans. He said plans, that is plural. He said the plans that I have for you, I have for you, declare the Lord, not blessing, not evangelist, no, he's talking. It's not me that is talking. It's not a prophet. It's not a pastor. It's Yahweh, the Alpha and the Omega. He said that declare the Lord plans to prosper you and not to harm you. But why is human being leadership harming one another? You will see what led to war in some country, what led to war is the lack of information on the mind of a leader, that making thought that he can put some certain people around him under subjugation, to mesmerize them, and even to an extent to take life out of them. Is the lack of, look at what the Lord said. Let me finish this before I enter what the Lord was saying that in the book of Hosea. Let's finish this first. He said, plans to prosper you. That is the kingdom plan. The kingdom that Jesus Christ has brought. The most significant thing that Jesus Christ has brought to humanity is not to only come and die for us. It's not that at all. But also, he brought us the kingdom, his kingdom. Why we here are the prototype, the original is heaven. Jesus Christ brought the kingdom that Adam and Eve have lost in the Garden of Eden. So he said the plan he has for us is of good. That is talking about the kingdom plan. Is not is the kingdom that when you look at that another second Peter. Okay, let's through with this and enter that Hosea, so that we'll continue to look the mentality why the reason why God created this earth. So then when somebody is just emerged as a leader, he will be thinking that he can take dominion over his fellow human being. He can dominate his fellow kind. He can dominate his people. He can rule over people. He can dominate. He can do, and just like what is his name again? Alexander the Great. That is a Roma. He was working with a Roman Empire, Roman Empire then, as in history. He was conquering people, So that that kind of mindset is still around, is still very, very common among us, where as I'm talking now. And that is not the will and the plan and the ways and the characteristics of God at all. That is not how God wants human to function. We are all leaders, but not to lead people. Not all of us that are going to be leading people, because that is why that thought will all even come to your mind at first, that if you are a leader, I'm a leader, then who will be your follower, who will be my follower? That is a mentality of a slave master. That is a mentality of an oppressor. That is a mentality what is it called? So that is the wrong mentality. That is the wrong mentality. Please kindly share. So he said the plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. That is referring about the kingdom that Jesus Christ has brought. His kingdom that he has brought to humanity is referring to that he has good plan because of this kingdom. But Adam and Eve, they intended to thwart that kingdom. But Jesus Christ now came after the kingdom that God have created, have brought to humanity. His kingdom that he created this earth, so that his kingdom, his children will function like kings and queens. Okay, look at that Hosea. He said, my people only perish for lack of knowledge. The book of Hosea. Okay, my people. My people perish for lack. Then we'll not go how we are kings and queens. Even the book of Revelation make us understand. Say, for the Lord, for he has made us, he has made us kings and priests unto his father. That is the book of Revelation 6:12, thereabouts. Okay, let's see this. This is we are familiar with this already. We are familiar with, many of us are familiar with this. Hosea 4:6. He said, my people are destroying. Another translation, my people are, are, are destroying. Another translation will give you other explanation. My people destroying. My people destroying for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. So he said, you see why many people that are supposed to live have stuck. Many, because when you now said you know it all, as I said, you hear the mentality of I know it all. That is how you reject knowledge. When you said that you know more than God, you know more than ever, you don't want to learn from one another. Even baby, as I am, baby can teach. I can learn from. I can as well learn from baby. I can learn from. Some people will be thinking that this some might read meanings to it that is inferiority complex. No, he said those that thought that they know nothing. They know nothing. It's never inferiority complex. At times when I would just talk when I'm in a group, they'll say, why are you sounding like this? It's as if you are not just a monk. Yeah, because when you raise yourself, God said it will bring you down. Then when you bring yourself down, God is going definitely in every means. By any means, the devil in your village can never devil to that extent that will stop God not to raise you. When you bring yourself down, when you lower yourself, you don't take yourself high. God he will raise men to raise you. He will raise a voice to raise you. Leka de zudedesh. So he said, I will also reject thee because thou hast rejected knowledge. How do we reject knowledge? When you're not told that you are know it all, you are automatically know you are rejected knowledge. When you are no longer learning from like, for example, we are talking about leadership, like African leader. Whenever they acquire one degree, second degree, even their certificate, you'll be asking them when they are talking about president. Many people that presidential candidates in my nation, Nigeria, many presidential candidates, like for example, like Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he said that he went to university. Then they are asking of uh, of where did this, he said he went for in America. He went for university. He went to university in America. Today they are asking him of a result. He couldn't find it. Then when they now people that took it upon themselves to verify, they make a requirement, and now make a requiring to know that even a university that you went to, even if you misplace if you misplace your result, you can as well write to your school, and they will print out another one for you, even though it's 10 years or 20 years, because European are database. They are database, advanced country. America is database. Praise the living God. So that is what we are talking about. Okay, when you now look at the book of the book of it said that we are a royal prince. For anybody to know that it's not the will of God that we should lead, we should be taking rulership on our fellow human being. You should rule over human being. We address people just as you address yourself. Whenever you are leading your area of your gifting, you know it on your mind that you're also operating with a kings and prince and queens. You are not operating with slaves. We are living a situation whereby in Africa, Nigeria precisely, that we are having a leader that can't themselves as a slave master. Eh? Eh? slave master and oppressors, subjugating their people under condition that then themselves they know that they cannot survive with. That is a wrong mentality. That is not how to be a true leader. That is not how to be a true leader. So okay, he said we are okay. Look at what the Lord is saying here. That is First Peter 2:9. He said that for enable us to know that the plan, when the reason why I'm bringing for enable you to know the plan God have for us of good from the beginning. He said the beginning wasn't so. That is what he also said another is the Bible, the Holy Bible. Then he said First Peter, yeah. He said, but you are a choosing generation. He said race. When it's another translation, we say race. Another translation, we say a generation, meaning a race, a sunsetting race. Like, then we are a choosing generation, a royal priesthood. Another translation, a peculiar people, a holy nation, a people for his own possession. Let me use a simpler translation so that it will bring it better. He said, but you are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and a holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praise of him who has called you. Who called you? Is Yahweh. Who called me? Is Yahweh. Who called everybody? Is God. Is God that called every one of us. He said a holy, what did he say? A holy nation. When a holy nation, so we are royals. So when that is why that revelation make it clear that for him has made us priest and priests unto the Father, unto the Father. So we are not this. Jesus Christ has brought us his kingdom. So when anyone that is not seeing it on his mind that he want to be a leader and other will be a follower, we become it, they will be subjugated. They must follow. They must that like the kind of mentality African leader is wearing. That is why what make us to be in the level we are now. That look at what America is doing. The more the all this bankruptcy everywhere. Africa, when you go to documentary, how Africa is shipped, they are running into Europe. What led to it? They are leader, but there's no true leader. They are leaders, but there's no true leaders. That is why, because when you are not living a life that you are thinking that you are better than your fellow human being, that you are better than your fellow human being, that is a wrong mentality. That is a slave master mentality. You are better than your people that came to you. The fact that they are coming to you, it doesn't mean that you are perfect and make them come. It is God that created them, that is trying to bring them to your way, for enable you to be yourself, for enable them to also what God is telling them to come and do around you. They will take it and leave you, because they are no one is there. You are gifted by the one that is called, that brought them. So African leaders don't have this on their mind. That is why there's a mess everywhere. That is why there's a catastrophic everywhere. That is why there's a calamity everywhere. That is why the Africa continent is always at the mercy of Europeans. Why? Because this is darkness on the mind. Everyone is a leader, but where are the true leader? That is a problem. Everyone is a leader, but where are the true leader? Oh my goodness. Whenever I am so very, he said, when Jesus Christ, when he look at the kind of mentality that people that we are carrying, it was not happy with them at all. He wasn't happy with them at all. He was not happy at all when he saw that there's no understanding. People are lacking knowledge. So every person is on earth. We are all leader. But where are the true leader? Are we true leader? No. But everybody is a leader. But mind you, not everybody, not to lead people in the area of your gifting, particular gift. That is why we take us to that the parable, the parable of the talent. Yeah, I will take us to it on the scripture. When you look at when you look at that place, when you say the area, when he's not talking about the area of that of our gifting, when you look at what the master, what Jesus Christ were talking about in that parable of the talent and the gift, we are talking about gift now. We are talking about talent. Talent can be learned. It can be learned. Someone can learn talent, and here the Lord is saying that it's also, it can be learned, and God can when He created human being, He created human being with a seed of greatness. He gave human being gift, talent, potentials. Potentials. We're not talking about potentials. I'm not talking about just one untapped treasure or tapped treasures or tapped and untapped treasures. That is what I'm talking about. When I say potential, then many people may be, underestimate, over overestimating it, looks it, and not knowing how valuable that potential may be in everyone. That is a seed of greatness God created every human being with. Seed of greatness. No human being God created on this earth to come and be useless. Impossible. No human being, I repeat, no human being God created on planet earth to come and be useless. So therefore, I'm making you to understand, as you're listening to the sound of my voice, that you are born to lead. But it is your responsibility to become a true leader. That to become what you are born to be. Many people are born to, some are born to be a doctor, for example. I just want to put more to put in a layman's language now. Some people are born to be a doctor, a medical doctor, while some are born to be a lawyer. Some are born to be a business tackle. Some are born to be a mechanical engineer. Some are born to be many things that do. So when you are immediately you are born, are you just that thing that you are born to be? No, that is one thing how you are going to make it understandable to you. You are not that thing. You must come and develop what God have already created you to be. You must follow the procedure. Then you must go to school. You must just gradually. So we are all born to lead, but are we true leader? No. What led to it? Where there's lack of true leaders. What happened? Why? When you look at Africa, my nation, especially my nation, I'm always using my nation to make example, because I have my beloved nation lack true leaders. What happened? But they are leaders. They are occupying one different departments. But why are they not bringing results? Why are they not bringing answers? Bringing answers to the question that is on the mind of their people. Why are they not solving problems? Why are societal problems just as if there's an harvest of it? Because why? They are leader, but to becoming that true leader, it takes something. It takes something. It's beyond. It's not other dimension. It's not other something entirely. So we are all leaders, but not to lead people, but to in the area of our gifting, which God has created also. In the area of our gifting, that is how we are leaders. Praise the living God. So what when I begin to discover why many people, despite the education in the educational system, nobody is taught how to become, how to fulfill purpose. No, no. They will not teach you in education. They will not teach anybody how you can fulfill your purpose in life. No, it's not in educational system. How you can discover yourself, how you can discover your purpose in life is not taught in educational system. You can only how you can be able to discover who you are, how you can be able to know the purpose why you are being given birth to, is not in the educational system. How can we not discover, how people can, how is not, how people discovering that, how are people discovering that? Praise the living God. So I now discover that, most especially despite the education of some certain people, when you look at the way they lead, when you look at their leadership mentality, you will just say, ah, is hasn't this a graduate? Hasn't this a degree holder? Hasn't this you will be asking yourself many questions that why? Many people in my nation, they will go to school, they will have degree upon degree, but when they behave on your, when they act, eh, when you see zero tolerance, son, when you see lack of morals, when you see lack of characters, you will be asking yourself, but he went to school, why is it that he didn't? Because it cannot be taught in school. How you can develop your character, it cannot be taught in school. So I've seen that everybody is born to be a leader. The only thing that can destroy that gift, or that can affect our talent, that can affect, and there's no, even though you are gifted as expert or whatever you might count yourself, but when you not lack that simple act, that simple one word I just mentioned, when you not lack character, it can affect any best talent that you thought that you carry. It can affect any gift that you thought that you carry. It can affect anything. So there's a need. We are all born to lead in the area of our gifting. But the most important thing, we must go back to the drawing board. That is character development. Is very, very essential. The reason why we're having trouble in our world system, when you see what is going on in the in some nation, is human being that is the leader of that nation. What happened to him that is not leading to the death of millions, like Ukraine? Is a leader. Putin is a leader. Is he a bad person? No, but he lacks something that would have enable him to control himself, not to take some certain action that will lead to millions people's deaths. Is it? Praise the living God. In a, yeah, to the last point. So from leader, we develop to other thing. You can from leadership. When we're talking about leadership, why are we not seeing the many true leaders in our community, in our society, in our nation? Why is it that there's no true leader? But there are leaders everywhere. There are leaders. Are you going to talk about religious sphere? Are you going to talk about political sphere? Are you going to talk about society? Talking about different sphere in our society. They are leaders, but When you're not looking forward to see the true one, that would be the problem. That lie the problem. Why? What happened? Oh my goodness. There are people that have tremendous potentials. What happened when they are not failing? They have tremendous potentials for leadership. When you are talking, well, that is why you see people when they don't see that tremendous potentials, they begin to crave after them and say, this will be our leader, this will be our president, this will be the. But before you know it, you now begin to see failure, begin to see the failure of that leader they look upon to see some quality that will salvage the interest of the public. They are not seeing it forthcoming. They are not seeing opposite side of their expectancies. So what happened? What happened? So a time has come when we continue to start having what we call thinking, engaging our mind. Many people, they go to religious home, they put their mind in the car park. They are not thinking. They are not thinking at all. It's like they are just daydreaming. They're not thinking. The reason why how last time of my segment I talk about how can you notice that somebody cannot think? A situation where person cannot ask question, he is not thinking. He might have mic problem, mindset problem. Praise the living God. When you go to school, you go to some religious home, no one will overemphasize. Only few people in the religious home, only few people. Not let not just go to the school system. When you go to the school system, no one will encourage you. No one will encourage you or to encourage you on how you can develop in character. No one will overemphasize in a religious home but you will see religious home, they are overemphasize on money, they overemphasize on sowing seed, paying offering, a lot of things, then a lot of drama going on in religious home. Then that is not what Jesus. The kingdom of God is not a religious system. The kingdom of God is never a religious system. That is why the book of Matthew 22, it makes us understand. He said, hey, you Pharisees, Sadducees. Look at what he said here. He said, you remember to talk about your offering, sacrifice, but forgotten the weightier matter of the Lord. And when I begin to make research and see what are the weightier matters of the Lord, what are oh my goodness, it will amaze you to know that it is what is not overemphasized on. How you can take care of stranger, love, mercy, justice, and all these justice are what really African leaders are denying their people from. Lack of character led to all of this. Zugedesh. So I want to make you, the reason my aim of coming here is not to come and make you to feel bad, is not to come and make you to feel lesser than yourself. I want to make you to understand that you are born a leader. But there's a need This is the most important part. There's a need for we to take personal responsibility for character development. If we can be developing ourselves, we go to environment where we can develop our leadership skill, our leadership gift. Is a gift from God. Then when we are our society will not be suffering. Our environment, our society, our community will not be looking for who we look at our society now. Only look at a nation like Nigeria. For example, a nation like Nigeria, I can imagine bringing somebody that cannot, is not strong, is not physically strong enough to lead 200 million people. But this is what is available to we. We don't have the other opponent, Peter Obi, Atiku. Okay, where are the leaders? Where are people? Where are people that would have said, I will help men, that we know that where are they? When we are talking about leadership, millions supposed to, when you see millions supposed to be around, on feed, that we are not say there are many of them on ground, because a nation like Nigeria is a giant of Africa, not by only mineral resources and natural resources, by population. Is not a nation that is bigger than Nigeria is big, is a big nation. 200 million population is not 4 million, is not 6 million, is not 100 million, is not 150, 200 million. So it's somebody that cannot raise his hand, that cannot think straight, that cannot provide his result when the intelligent ones are available. So what happened? Why are they not feed? So a time has come when we need to take this because many people, they will just, many people, you go to wrong environment, they tell you that you are nothing. They tell you that you are nothing, you cannot be a leader. A lot of people have been talked down because they go to wrong environment. They have been talked down. This is a leader. He was born a leader, but he was talked down by a wrong and ignorantous person. He talked that person down and said, you cannot be a leader. Is there somebody like you that can be you see, and he believe him. Immediately you believe it, you are ready. It beginning to, immediately you believe it. Emotionally, it affects you. That will affect you. It affects every area of your life. That will make you not to fulfill your leadership purpose in life. And you are born as a leader. So a time has come when we need to continue to take a proactive actions about ourselves. This one, at times when I talk about we have bad leadership, but we are not coming and be looking why other Judah. No, we are also humans, created in God's image and likeness. We are human being with potentials, with gifts, with talent, with tremendous potentials. God took its time to invest in we human beings. He took his time to create us in his own image and likeness. He took his time to create us to an extent. When you look at the book of Psalm, the devil was jealous. He said, who is a man that God is so mindful? He said, we are fearfully and wonderfully made by God. Human being is tremendous. Human being is wonderful. God created human being special for his own purpose alone. For his own purpose. And he guaranteed human being with his will, with the will power, for enabling him to make decision. But unfortunately, what are we doing with all this, what I'm making mention of? It sounds good, no? Right? It sounds good as I'm describing what all the quality. It sounds good. But what are we making use of it? What do we do with it? What are we doing with it? Huh? Oh my goodness. Hmm? So the time has come when we need to take a proactive step to develop our potentials, regardless of our background. Regardless, many people they have so much excuse. You say, I'm born into a family that where only me, so a breadwinner, whereby I have born into a background, my family back. Hey. The fact that you are here right now, you are on this earth now, you are breathing. That enough. That alone is enough. We don't have excuse. We don't have excuse. Regardless of our background. It's very important. We continue to have development in our add value, develop our character in the. Are you talking about the area of moral areas, our morals, values, to develop ourselves is very important. Develop ourselves. Praise the living God. When you look at that, the parable of the talent, the Lord, the master, I said the master gave some. How many? He gave some 5, some 2, some 1. Okay, I will be ending here because of time. Then what happened to the one he gave 2? The one he gave 5, that one make use of his own. It multiplies it. That I know that this is referring to finance. I refer that we have leaders. Why is it that our leaders are still at the mercy of European of European aid? Why they are still at the mercy? They are still at the mercy, begging. Look at the index the other day. America, America supported Africa, Sahara Africa leaders with huge amount of money just for them to raise funds, for enable them to survive. What make the difference? America, are they bet? What make the difference? Is it that Africa are they not rich? Are they not? Do God not bless Africa? God bless Africa just the way He bless Europeans. So what is that made the difference? That is the question. When I'm asking us question, it will at times I will sit down, I'll just be reasoning, I'll just be looking, be reasoning. I'll say, why is that people are not coming, people cannot ask question. They don't question anything. They don't question their background. They don't question their environment. They don't question any surrounding. They don't question anything that before. They don't question their history. They don't question anything. Anything. So any rubbish somebody can bring, they cannot even think. They can't even ask questions. So anybody, anything, when they are young, then the devil will just be bringing rubbish. Poo 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 poo. It will just the devil, because when their heart cannot take control, it cannot stand. It cannot stand. The devil is an idle mind, because when the heart is not working, the devil knows. He knows the heart that is not working. The devil will continue to pump a lot of trash. Honestly, it will pump a lot of trash. A lot of trash. That is why you see a lot of people that will just, a lot of some. I'm talking about leadership now. A lot of leader that will do something, you will just say, "Oh, is this actually a leader? Hey, he's a leader. He's a leader. He's a leader." Is a leader. So the difference between African leader and European leader are knowledge difference. It's not because of colors. Many people will say, that one is a white, we are black, that is why. No, that is a wrong thing to think. It's not because of color, it's not because of race, it's not because of language, it's not because of all of that. Ethnicity. No, it's not because of that at all. But it's because of knowledge. What Europeans have discovered that enable them to help their people. African leader, they overlooked it. Rather, they will even know to even outsmart their fellow human being, their fellow people that they're supposed to. No. The one that we know, the little that they will know, they will be trying to use it to subjugate their own people under them. To put for them to remain, for enable their people to remain under perpetual poverty, perpetual slavery. And that is a catastrophe. That is a catastrophe. Honestly, that is a disaster. That is a tragedy. Tragedy. I will be stopping here because of time. As I said before, there's a time has come. We are looking for. Look at Sowore the other day. Sowore have. We were talking about Sowore. Is he a leader? Sowore is a leader. Sowore is a leader. All Sowore will just be doing is just to go and be adding to himself, because a time will come when the people that are just craving for obedience now, Sowore should just go on. Nobody, if I know it's saddened, it might sadden his heart that it sadden your heart as a man that which a better governor that agitating for good governance for his people. It's not seeing the people turning around, not supporting him to become their president. It pains. It's not. I know it will get to you, but just keep on increasing yourself, developing yourself. You one day, these people that is craving for obedience, they will also see what God have put inside of you, for enable you to lead them, for enable you to lead as a leader because your expertise is in the is you are the expertise. I can see that is in this government problem we have in Nigeria. You are gifted in some areas, in many areas that can be of help. May the good Lord richly bless you. May the good Lord bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I remain your sister, your friend. Kindly go and subscribe to my channel, like and share. Show what. Don't feel sad. Don't feel. I want to use this media opportunity. Don't feel sad. Keep going and developing yourself. Keep going, developing yourself. These people will turn around. They will see that the time you will be using to be, the time you'll be using to be feeling sad, you are using to add value to yourself. That way, then they will see that you have gone far beyond them. They will see what truly that what truly that you actually represent. The true leader you can represent, they will soon see it in Nigeria. Keep on developing yourself. Keep on growing. Keep on adding value. Omoyele Sowore. May the good Lord bless you. Bye. Bye.